Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And to start out, happy birthday XRP! Yes, on June 2nd of 2012, Arthur Brito created 100 billion XRP, then called XNS. Woo! It's been a long time, huh? So Michael Del Castillo actually posted in 2019, after much help from the XP community, it appears 100 billion XRP were created between the winter equinox of 2012, which happens to be the end of the Mayan calendar, if you remember the memes, and Christmas. I'd still love an exact birthday though, if anyone has other info. Thanks. And David Schwartz came in to say, there have been some questions floating around about the origins of the Xrpl ledger and when Xrp was actually created. Let me help you out with that. So the reason I'm actually covering this is because it's really important to know where a certain crypto came from. Now, as we go on further into this video, you'll understand why the origin of a crypto really matters, has to do a lot with regulation and of course transparency. Having said that, guys, if you are enjoying the daily crypto content, I would appreciate it a ton if you could quickly, I don't know what quickly is supposed to mean, quickly press that like button and of course subscribe to the channel if you want to be notified every time there's something cool happening in the crypto space. And my question of today, I didn't actually think about it this time. I didn't think about what type of question I should ask. Let's just quickly ask, what is your favorite crypto? Let me know in the comment section down below. You already know I read every single comment, so put it down there. Now, David Schwartz says, I worked with Arthur Brito and Jed McCaleb starting late 2012. We co-created the Xrpl ledger. Here's my first code commit from November 2011, which you can check out over on GitHub. Here's Arthur's code that created the 100 billion XRP, then called XNS, on June 2nd of 2012, the birth date of XRP. Yes, this shows a code push, but was obviously used. GitHub history that shows how many times we contributed and executed every day. By June 2012, the XP ledger was live and transacting. We were still madly squashing bugs as these were the early days, and we reset the ledger sequence multiple times for binary format changes, and transaction history was actually also erased. This does not mean the 100 billion XRP were recreated though afterwards. Huzzah! The XP ledger version that we know now and love today began in December 1st of 2012. Unfortunately, the first week's worth of data, ledgers 1 to 32.5 thousand, were lost, but people like ZLQZAA have been researching it. Now, that's actually basically it. Why is it lost? How did that happen? I still do not yet know. And David also ends by saying, today, over 50 million ledgers have been confirmed and XP is traded on 130 plus exchanges onwards and upwards. That, however, is already more than, it's almost 2 years ago already. It's like 1.5 right now since he said that. Things are expanding. XP, of course, has gotten a lot bigger since that time, which is interesting. However, the reason I'm saying, you guys, this is because of two parts. One, you now know when it was created, right? Really long time ago. It's actually one of the first cryptocurrencies out there. Second of all, because if you start to think about it, it's really interesting how right now, Chris Larsen is being sued, who was actually brought into the company a little bit later than, for example, David Schwartz or Arthur Brito. And that makes you wonder, like, exactly why. Like, because Jed McCaleb's not being sued, Arthur Brito's not being sued, David Schwartz is not being sued, only Xrpl and then the CEO and one of the co-creators as well. However, the co-creator came in quite a lot later. It makes you think about stuff. Like, it makes you think like, why is it done this way? And it also makes you think about the fact that, well, XLM is kind of the same as XRP, but created a couple of years later. If it's the same as the newer version of XRP, then why is it not sued? Why? What exactly makes it happen? And of course, another reason is because the first ledgers basically were deleted or erased or gone. Just poof. I don't know where exactly they went or how it was lost. We covered that a previous time, but I've forgotten. Well, it does make you think. Okay, so 100 billion XP was created. Where did it go? Now, they have said before it was pretty difficult to find a good way to distribute it, it was pretty difficult to find a nice little easy way, so they gave a lot of it away and they kept a lot in the foundation. I've told you guys before, it's really hard to come up with systems to actually distribute it evenly. Proof of work was definitely a good solution for that, so is proof of stake to a certain degree, because, well, you have a certain incentivization as time goes on. However, as David also likes to counter, the best incentive is no incentive, because if you're doing it without any payment for it, you're doing it because you really want to, right? Not because you have a money incentive, which the people for Bitcoin and Ethereum, 99% of the people are into it because they get some sort of reward for it, which, is definitely debatable as to if you want that or not. If you want to have a network that runs on people just getting money for it and they don't care about the network itself, because those guys switch up every single day if it makes them some more money somewhere else. At least some of the big guys do. Now, having said that, this is important as a base layer because Xrp clearly did not have a pre-sale then. At least it's not possible because we can see the start of things. And it's more so important to know that one of the guys that co-created it is so open in explaining exactly how the start was. There's a little video here from the Digital Asset Investor, which I can't show you because it's 2 minutes long, would take you too much time. It says, just when you thought the SEC Xrpl case couldn't stink anymore, this. And what it basically comes down to is him, Brad Garlinghouse, explaining why Xrpl as a private company, being so transparent, has kind of stabbed them in the back. They're one of the only companies who just puts up all the reports of everything that they're doing, and they're being sued for it. Basically, they're getting so much backlash and so much criticism because they're being open. And he basically asked the Ethereum guy, who's sitting right over here, it's basically kind of a dialogue between him as a private company explaining Xrp, the transparency, and here as Ethereum, also with a private company, explaining why they haven't gotten transparency. And one of the things he says is, well, we are a private company. He says, well, we're a private company too. And then he further goes on in that they haven't really thought about what information to share publicly because, well, there's a strategy involved, right, with sharing things. And it's basically pretty funny because later on you see a video from Gary Gensler who explains how Ethereum to a certain degree is actually just a security because they had a crowdfunding or a, what you call it? A public sale basically at the start. I'm not even sure if it was public, but basically a sale at the start with a ton of Ethereum out there just to, basically sell it to people. I'm not exactly sure what the proper name for it is anymore. And it's interesting, right? How the dialogue is going and how the contrast is there. It's because we know the back end of Ethereum. However, we don't know everything that kind of happened afterwards. I mean, they're less open about it, about what the foundation exactly does. You also know that the foundation of Ethereum, at least one of the most important parts, is actually based in Zurich, I believe now. They switched up a couple of times at the start. Now they're in Zurich, I believe, mostly because the tax and the regulation, right? You can already kind of guess that it has a lot to do with the tax and the fact that if you're there, there's a lot less rules for you. And Xrpl, of course, as a private company still, but a compliant company, wants to set up in the US, just basically where they've been based all this time, and wants to stay there because that's basically the country of origin, and not just switching up because it's easier for regulation. It's interesting to kind of think about. A lot of people overlook this, the fact that Xrpl is really a company that's trying to do their stuff properly, but the SEC is just not giving guidance. Something that's often overlooked. And here's DJ Peter Voss, who laughed at the article, SEC loses bid for Xrpl legal docs in a $1.4 billion XRP battle. And, XRP Colombia says, where in the hell are the Bitcoin and Ethereum documents that the judge ordered the SEC to turn over? I guess they've been watching too much stuff, or maybe all the pages are stuck together. And this specific part here, which I don't want to mention out loud, actually refers to some, a lot of people are talking about it right now, refers to the fact that some articles just came out that SEC members have been wasting an extreme amount of time on that stuff, if you know what I'm trying to say, on that juicy stuff, so to speak. They've been spending an extreme amount of time, extreme amount of effort in working hours and outside of it too, but mostly in working hours, I'm assuming. And, people, of course, in the XP community went crazy about that. This article on its own, though, however, I don't really care about it. Whatever they've written down, it doesn't really matter to me. It's about the idea. The SEC is losing piece by piece, and there's so many kind of cookies that have been crumbled now. I think Rippple's going to win still. I keep telling people I really firmly think so, and there's nothing really which you can tell me to convince me otherwise, but I'm just freaking excited, man. By the way, little side note, I think I've gotten my YouTube play button. I just got an email now that I can package ready for pickup. I think I can get my play button now. I can pick it up. Hey, that would be pretty cool. So you guys have witnessed this together with me. Let's quickly see. Yep, boys. I can go grab my play button. Okay, you must pick up your package by... Okay, I have 2 weeks to go pick it up. I'll go pick it up today or tomorrow, though. Man, I'm pretty excited for that. 100,000 subscriber play button. We got it. Then there's a quote from Bergallinghouse. We're focused on tackling central bank digital currencies as the future of fiat. Key to this will be our ongoing work with central banks and developing protocols that support the direct exchange of CBDCs on the Xrpl ledger using Xrp as a bridge currency. Just once more understand, what Ripple's doing is so freaking broad, however, most of it will include Xrp/the Xrp ledger. You gotta kind of put your mind to it, the fact that you should be open for what is being built. It's not a small thing. It's not one thing. It's a whole ecosystem, and Ripple's explained before, it's just the first vertical that they're in right now. So there's massive expansion coming. I keep reminding you guys, it's gonna be going pretty damn big, all right? It's gonna be going pretty damn big. Let's quickly see. We have so much stuff to talk about. Part of it is also to do with Bybit here. You guys were asking like crazy, how do you get the rewards? How does this work? How does that work? Well, right now, Doge has actually gotten at it, so that one is really the most fun one to trade. Look at the price, look at the fluctuations, it's going crazy right now. So that's been pretty funny. I've just been watching that for a little bit. How you get the rewards? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Yesterday already, you should have gotten a couple of rewards or most likely a notification or an email if you won the Ledger Nano X. There were 5 given away. And I think there should just either be in your email or somewhere on the platform, your 25 XRP bonus. The other bonuses, they should just be in your account. It's not, I don't know what else to explain. It's just almost automatically. However, you should look what the requirements of it are. However, if you want to also be part of future trading competitions, which are just basically free money for trading, you know, it's just literally that. If you trade using my link down below, you sign up with that one, you're going to be in some XRP specific trading competitions. The only ones out there, by the way, of this entire exchange, I have the only ones that are, you know, XRP centered basically. Yeah, you can just participate then, I guess. How does it work? Well, eventually I'm just going to get a trading competition going. And basically, we as a group can get to certain goals, I think. Or maybe it's individual, whatever you guys want. I can arrange that. And then you'll just get rewards for having certain goals hit or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest with you. I've not done my research too properly, but I know there's some cool things popping. And there's no negative side to it. Then, SEC v Ripple. How the tables are turning. Oh, yes, oh, yes, oh, yes. The gavel slams SEC this time. Well, the judge basically got again against the SEC. You know what, actually, guys? Haven't you also noticed there's so much positive news for XRP/Ripple coming out? We're still not doing good enough. It's going to be coming, though, shortly. All right, it's going to be coming shortly. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. I'm just really excited for this album. I'm just really freaking excited for this. I'm not even sure what to say. I'm just excited for everything that's been built up. And it's going to keep getting bigger. SEC is going to get slammed. I told you guys before, going to make a ton of freaking money if they actually get this done. Whew, I'm excited for it. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, this article here, do you really need to read it? No, the tables are turning, however, because the SEC is getting so much poop on top of their head. They've been investigated now by a couple of authorities, and I think that it kind of investigation is also going to keep growing. As more and more concerns have been put up, XRP community members have actually, how do you say it? Distributed? No. With your signs in front of the SEC building, demonstrated in front of the SEC building. There's been a report with more than 30,000 people sent to Gary Gensler, which he didn't even open. But, you know, the SEC is feeling that heat. Right now, that leak coming out from the SEC members watching too much, content, let's call it like that, that's also going to add the XP community flame of just bashing the SEC for some of the wrongdoings. And I think eventually it'll come out as kind of a scandal or something along those lines. And I wanted to show you guys Mike Novogratz. Was it Mike Novogratz now? Arrington, sorry guys. Arrington, who earlier said again about XRP being kind of, I don't know how you would explain it actually, just basically going against the SEC. Right now there's some issues as well about Elon Musk and the SEC again. Elon tweeted, and this stock jumped after a report that regulators told Tesla his Twitter account broke court order. Samsung Publishing and Dogecoin both rose on Wednesday after getting attention from Elon Musk over on Twitter. So, South Park, the meme stars battle it out. The meme stars battle it out. Elon Musk said, Baby Shark crushes all, more views than humans, which is true. This video here has 7 billion or 8 billion views in total, which is pretty interesting, the Baby Shark dance. And then he also said, found this pic of me as a child. I have to keep my passion hidden from the public or I'll be socially ostracized. And here's another one. Elon Musk tweets boost Baby Shark children's song. And the company, which owns that song, has climbed 10% since May 7th. I'm not sure if you could contribute all of that to him, but whatever. Right? That's what people have been talking about. Elon Musk has also said the same thing as Arrington Doe and some of the guys over at Ripple. not exactly sure they've publicly stated that, but they most likely are thinking that. We respect the U.S. legal system. We don't respect the SEC. SEC is really in a really strange fashion. They're working right now. I think eventually it'll all be fixed, though. It's just a matter of time. And here was Dogecoin price explodes as Joe Crypto hits Coinbase mainstream. Yep, it just happened. Yep. That was it for today's video, though. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video.